Hello and welcome. I'm Peter, the host of this channel. And on this channel, I share my experience as an independent explorer in the world of the occult. Also, I truly believe that you didn't find me by accident, and that what I have to say will help you thrive on your spiritual journey. So, demons or demonic spirits. According to my experience, there are two types of them in general. Ancient gods of the past, who are now called demons in various books of magic, mainly in the Goetia, and poor devils and sad satans. At least that's the best description I can give to this other category of demons who are lesser known, as I didn't find them in any of the magical texts but through inner working sessions. I think everyone who is serious about their magical work should do inner workings so you can find out things about yourself. Things that will allow you to have an idea about what is stopping you to reach a particular goal. Getting to know these demons is about getting to know yourself. So in short, these are the demons that are out to harm you and keep you in the dirt. I'd like to mention that I have got no recommendation on any other type of spirits like jinn or anything from various folklore from around the world. Let me start with the first category of demons though, the ancient gods of the past. Just to give you an example here, these would include gods like Astarte, an ancient fertility and war goddess who is now known as Astaroth, a male demonic figure in the Lesser Key of Solomon. His name means mother goddess or star, I'm not sure about this. But his planet is Venus, his incense is sandalwood, his color is green, his direction is south, his element is either earth or fire, and his sigil is this. Or I could also mention Prince Baal, a fertility war god from ancient times whose name means Lord and who is now portrayed as Baal or Baal, a partially human, partially cat, partially spider, and partially toad demonic spirit in the Ars Goetia. His planet is the sun, his incense is frankincense, his color is yellow, his direction is east, his elements is earth or fire, and his sigil is this. Now, I'm not going to go through all the spirits of Solomon, but I'm pretty sure that each of them could be linked to some other spirit or an ancient culture's deity, as they are not new to this world. The point is that these are the types of demons that magicians and necromancers call upon during their ritual. The magician calls upon them to make his or her bidding under ritualistic circumstances. The magician needs to have offerings to these types of deities like wine, chocolate, some incense or blood, etc. Yet in my experience, the best offering the magician can give is a true and honest willingness to change. So a connection is made between the magician and the demon. The connection starts to build with the research that the magician does on the demon and goes on even after the ritual. So watching this video is already a magical working if you are into summoning any of the spirits of the Goetia. So to sum it up, these demons can help you in your everyday life by granting what you've asked for in one form or another. And I find it rather exciting how mysteriously they do their workings in exchange for the magician's work. But they can also deceive you if you are not serious about your inquiries. Basically, it all depends on the magician, primarily on the magician's attitude. So it is really not a good idea to treat this form of magic as a practical joke or a Halloween prank. Now, let me get into the second category, poor devils and sad satans. They are not here to help you or grant your wishes. They behave like living obstacles, or in worst case like parasites. They are not bloodthirsty wild creatures who are coming after you, but they cause a lot of suffering in this world. Also, they don't have names, so you cannot call them out for what they do. Let me give you a few examples who I have met and worked with during my inner working sessions. Once there was a gigantic bulldog-faced blind creature sitting on top of a hill. And as he sat there, he blocked out the view with his enormous size, yet he himself could not enjoy the view because he was blind. This demon was in my way to reach the top and enjoy the view. The second demon was a gigantic flying black rock that could speak. I know it's weird and it did make me question my own skills in summoning these suckers, but as it turned out, this demon was real too. The third demon was a puppet-like figure that had two sides. One side was dressed in rags, and the other side was dressed up as a medieval king. But both sides of the puppet had the same kind of face, so I named him Mr. Greed and Dr. Poor, as it was obvious to me that these two sides symbolized financial opposites. All of these spirits' appearance was symbolic, yet they pointed to the source of my suffering at the time. And here is how you can deal with them in short. Ask them what they desire. In my case, the giant wanted recognition, which made sense because no matter how hard you work, if no one is paying attention to you and to your results, then you will feel unfulfilled. Being blind to your own skills and successes can be very painful spiritually. The flying rock wanted meaning. After all, what's the point of being a black, aimlessly flying rock who can talk? What's the point of your life if it has no meaning to you? Such thoughts can lead to suicide. Mr. Greed and Dr. Poor wanted enough. After all, both the dirt poor and the greedy rich have a sense that they have got no money, or less money than needed, because they lack enough money. They may be heads and tails, but they are on the same coin. And let me tell you, it is not easy business to receive these messages, which gives them their great value. In case you don't have any experience with inner working, then I can show you a few steps in a future video. Good. So what's next? Give them a taste of what they want and turn them into your allies. Once you did this, they might leave. I'm saying they might because in my experience it can very well be the case that they will return to their old place. And that is because they tend to fall back over and over again like an alcoholic or someone who is fighting some kind of addiction. So you might need to repeat your working with them again and again. But eventually they will leave because they want to be left alone. Their misery is that great. And now you're bothering them. It is as if they were in deep depression, just wanted to be left alone in their misery, yet you keep coming back to them with a solution that requires change. They're gonna either leave or transform into your ally. Either way, seeing them, listening to them, and working with them gives valuable information about you to yourself. I could say the darker aspects of yourself, because all this shit in the world is caused by suckers like these. Now, I personally don't work with demons anymore, I have to admit, and here's why. What I'm about to tell you, you're not gonna find in any of the grimoires out there, as this was revealed to me from the Akashic records. Can you guess what these two types of demons and the magicians all have in common? They all have got nature. Their own nature. That's how they work, that's how I work, and that's how you work. See, nature is a spirit and she doesn't stop at nature as we imagine it, like the trees, the grass, and the wildlife and the elements. Nope. Nature's spirit permeates you, the magician, the demons, as well as atoms, particles, the sun, and the planets. Nature determines their characteristics and behavior patterns. So in case you need a really powerful ally, seek out the spirit of nature. Nature is beyond good and evil. Nature was here before everyone else. Nature doesn't need you for anything, she's just fine with you feeling good just as well as feeling bad. But nature is a constantly changing spirit. She has a special liking to making the most change with the least effort. Just think about it. If the temperature drops just a few degrees in some area of the world, then it would change the flora, the fauna, and the entire economy of that region. So what I wanted to tell you in today's video is this. Find the demon that is the root cause of most of your suffering. It could be laziness, could be a lack of motivation, mourning, self-pity, fear of something, etc. It's gonna be a negative emotion. Find the demon that causes it and bring forth the greatest change in your life by getting rid of him. The spirit of nature will help because she loves this kind of stuff. She loves new things, and a new you would be something that this powerful spirit would adore, and who knows, maybe she will pay more attention to you and provide you more of what you desire. I say this from the bottom of my heart. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining in. I see you in my next video. Take care. I love you.